And we are live. Weekend, guys. Just around the corner. I just came from the laundromat. Right now, when I'm wearing the glasses, I'm Chicano dad. And when I'm not, and I'm in the house with the bandana on, I'm actually Chicano Steve. But yeah, either way, guys, looks like Johnny's not going to make it today. It's all good, man. You know, whatever stays out here is going to stay out here. And so that's the way we're going about it. So at the moment, we're here. You know, we just got back and had a couple of things to do today. I got them done, which is pretty good. But right now, we're just trying to get everything together right now. Trying to get inside the house. So how you guys doing, man? Well, as you guys probably found out, man, it's unfortunate, man, but I had to suffer another freaking seizure, man. And this time it happened during the podcast, man, that we were having on Sunday with Carlos and Johnny. It kind of sucked, man, because I left all of a sudden, and as soon as I left, you know, it was not cool. But what do you need help for? My son and his chickens. Well, take them. Well, anyways, we're here at the house now. My son's over here playing with his chickens. It's kind of dark in here, so I don't think you guys will be able to see me if I even turn on the camera. So, holy smokes. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Hold on. That's much better. I'm about to go inside the house right now, man. But just got my son right here. Got me entertained with all this crazy stuff right here. With his chickens. Put them in there. All right, I'm going to go. Bye. Get your butt over there. So anyways, I'll see. I'm going to go inside right now, the house. So I have to sneak this stuff in here. Bear with me, guys. I'm just barely getting home, so. What? Oh, shoot, Allison. What are you doing here? Oh, I just got, my daughter's here, man. I didn't even realize that. And her mama took her phone. Oh my gosh. Can you bring that bag with me? Bring that bag me out, please. I just got back, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and send a link to Carlos and to Johnny. See, hold on, I'm trying to squeeze it in my room. I know my daughter was here. Here I am. I'm Chicano dad right now with the glasses on. Look what we got right here, a new member of the family.
Yep,
that's a quail.
No, not a quail, it's a bird.
Whatever you say. It's a, people know them better as quails. Thank you, Mita. And so, sorry about all the shaky stuff, man.
He can fly.
Let me see who I can.
No, my freaking.
I'm gonna try to invite somebody here. Copy. Bear with me, guys. Well, anyways, yeah, we're just, I guess, there's not much we can do about it right now. We just need to, I got to figure this out. I'm going to get in my computer right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the link right there so that everybody and anybody can come in, and I'm going to go ahead and text Carlos, see if he's willing to come in or what he's doing. But we'll go from there, guys. So I just got in home, so of all things, man, I was washing, guys, and guess what happened? My freaking Galaxy X8 was in a freaking washing machine, dude. It was spinning in there while I was washing everything. The sucker was right there, dude, getting wet. So it was absolutely bonkers. And so I told the lady if she can stop the machine. She's like, yeah, we can stop it, but you're gonna have to repay again. So
when your mom gives you
yeah,
your phone back, you can buy now and play them.
check this out.
That's the game I was playing right now. Addison, look. Daddy got the real.
Charger, Junior?
What? Daddy has a real sharp.
All right, guys. I'm just showing off to my daughter what I have. The new acquisition to the house, or my arsenal, I should say. I'll go ahead and show you guys in a minute. Just give me a second. Let me get myself comfortable. Let me turn the computer on. Let me put the cam on so you guys get a little distracted with me.
I'll let you give it back.
All right. I got a bumper stuff right here. I'm so already. What the heck's going on right here? All right. So there's nobody watching us right now at the moment, so bear with me, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get myself in here. So my podcast is live right now. I'm gonna go ahead and figure this out. There I am. There's no chats, but we're gonna go ahead and put the link on there. Hold on. All right, so the HTTPS this / stream.
You spelled it wrong.
Oops. StreamYard.com /
I'm hearing it because it's delayed.
Yeah, it's delayed.
And I just heard myself correct you.
T2QXC 6K6ZG. Bam, there it is. Anybody wants to come in, can come in. Let me see if I could go ahead and get Carlos maybe in here. The thing is that I have this phone and I got to find a way how to get him in here. Guys like my hat? Look at this. BMX. Like that. The Mexican flag right here, just like this one over here. Yeah. So yeah, I just got back from the laundromat. Oh yeah, something I gotta show off with you guys too. Check this out. Wait. Ooh, damn. I'm a straight up show off on when it comes to these things.
Okay.
Oops. Look at this. You guys like that? Like the Terminator. It's a sawed-off shotgun.
Isn't that charger?
Look at the back of it.
Whose charger is
Can't wait to take this to the shooting range. This is a 20 gauge one-shot shotgun. I just got it a couple days ago. I love this thing, man. Even though he gave it to me a little bit more expensive than I should have paid for it, man, but I love it. This is really cool, man. It shoots these bad boys right here. Watch. 20 gauge.
Ow.
It's 20 gauge. This for game. These are pallets. These are bird shot.
Oh, I know what
Put some double aught buckshot in there or something. You still get something, man.
Look at this. One of those things at the
But yeah, anybody want to come in, man? We're here.
tickle.
We got 2 people watching, man. How you guys doing?
Anytime you want.
Chicano Steve right here. Chicano U-turn.
Hey, stop using
I just got back home. Yeah, guys. Anybody wants to join in? We can join in. Unfortunately, Johnny Hash Brown, he was unable to show up. You know, the medication kills you, man. And trust me, I know about it. It does do a number on you. And then I have my Galaxy. No, don't do nothing to it. Don't connect it. It got wet. My phone got wet, man. It was stumbling inside the machine, man. It got super wet. I can't turn. My daughter was connected right now. See the thing, but it didn't blow up already. Forgot to tell you that. And that's my daughter right here. And that's my son, the baby boy of the house.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys.
I got the human controller.
Well, there's a lot of things going on in this world.
Connected to you.
There's too much to list. You know, from
your hands.
From America getting involved with all kinds of things.
After look at, I have the human
From Joe
controller.
Biden trying to take people's firearms away.
Controlling your booty.
He's trying to take people's assault rifles. There's actually a state that actually is about to start confiscating people's assault rifles.
Ooh,
I don't recall which one it is right now at the moment, but it's one of those left wingers, you know, left wing states. A lot of people don't understand, man, that everything that has to do with firearms, they always want to get. They always have these. Get out of here, fool! Gonna be making noise. It's my son, just trying to get my attention. And so, anyways, so when it comes to firearms right and the Constitution, the Second Amendment, and stuff like that, it's always been attacked by these Democrats. You know, they don't like it. And then you have these mass shooters and stuff like that, but people don't understand why is it happening? When in fact these guys are the ones that are programming people to do this kind of stuff, eh? These people are like, even in their side, they just don't say it. What happened to that transgender person that went out there and killed 9 people in that school? You know, including children. It just went in and went out. You know, nobody kept talking about it. Nobody said anything about this person actually a transgender and did what he did, and it was just ridiculous, man. It had to been like somebody like, oh yeah, he's a Republican, he did it, yeah, he's a right winger, yeah, he got an AR-15. It stands for assault rifle. It doesn't stand for assault rifle, guys. It stands for the guy's name, the guy that actually made the gun, invented the AR platform. I don't recall the name right now at the moment. But now tell me this. We have the most stringent gun laws in the whole United States, and none other than Chicago. All right, we have it in Chicago. Yet we have the most gun violence in the whole United States in Chicago. What does that tell you? Does it work? Does having more laws and more of that kind of stuff that has to do with trying to prevent law-abiding citizens to carry a pistol and to carry for themselves? Is that fair for them? And how many times have mass shootings been foiled? Okay, foiled by an individual that had a CCW, is carry concealed weapon. How many times did that happen? Do they talk about it a lot? It doesn't fit their agenda. It's unfortunate, man. But either way, guys, I mean, it's a lot of things, man. Good and evil. Right now, everything that's evil is good, and everything that's good is evil. They don't want to even talk about that no more. They don't want to talk about what's good and what's bad and what's bad and what's good. That's why you have a lot of these feminists that have been tricked into believing, because they got them to say, they call themselves, what they call themselves, IDWWNNM, independent women that don't need no man. They call themselves independent women that don't. Oh, it's an independent woman who needs no man. So it's IDWWNNM, independent woman that needs no man. It's ridiculous, guys, man. They can get it really deep into that rabbit hole, guys, man, but it's just ridiculous, man. At the end of the day, a lot of things happen right now. This whole Western world is really it's just backwards, man. That's why you have more and more guys. They call themselves, there's a group of guys, predominantly African Americans. They call themselves passport bros. I don't know if you guys ever heard of these guys, passport bros. Passport bros are the guys that are actually getting passports. They're going overseas and getting themselves a traditional woman. And then you hear these girls coming out and saying, hey, man, these guys are the dusties, man, the fools that do, we don't even want, the people that were rejected. We don't even want these guys. But yet they're right there saying, about saying, oh, man, where's the good men at? No, the men that you want are not available. The 6 feet tall guy, the 6-figure income, the 6-foot pole, or a 6-pack, 666 all across. And that's what they want. Most women are looking for that Chad, and go ahead and complain when the Chad goes ahead and goes out and does his own thing, because that's what Chads do, And you might want to ask what's a Chad. A Chad's a stud, a bad boy, a guy that has everything, kind of like the Tate brothers, that's a Chad. But yeah, it's hard to say, man. A lot of people don't understand that. There's a lot of good men out there with a golden heart, and 90% of those guys are invisible to women. Just like a lot of these women that are older are invisible to us, to a lot of the older guys, because a lot of the times us older guys will like a younger woman or somebody that's not been ran through like the yellow light, or has more red flags than the freaking Communist Party in China. But then they say that it's predatory because we want to get girls that are bimbos and stuff like that. Well, even last I checked, man, even 30-year-old women are like a bunch of bimbos. They think that because they get their value in school and stuff like that, they feel like they're able to they're able to like their value goes up. The more money they make, the more education they have, and that's what the feminist movement. The F word, I should rather say. It's been going ahead and kill these people, man. And then later on, when they hit their 30s, what most people call the wall, they're not wanted anymore. They're just like in China, they consider leftover women. If you're above 26, 27 years old, you're leftover women because no one married you. But Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, man, I had a freaking seizure, man, on Sunday. I don't know what the heck happened. All I know is that my daughter turned everything off and texted Carlos, let him know that I was out. It was kind of scary, dude, because I had no clue what had happened to me. And I gotta keep myself down low, man, and I gotta stop doing the stuff that I'm doing, especially that Mexican medicine. I think's been the one that's been killing me. It's not good. I think it's just tainted drugs. But yeah, I gotta do it for my kids, man, because my kids are. The only thing I am doing right now is having one of these guys, it's a modelito. So yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. I only got one person watching. Wherever you are, man, you can be here too. You can join us. Johnny was unavailable. I wasn't able to get to Carlos today. I should have probably. It's because I got here late too. And we're trying to be consistent. I know my channel is just barely starting, so we're just getting started. And I wanted to do everything on this phone right here, on my Galaxy. Or we can see what it says, Galaxy S8 or something. It got really polished too, man, because this thing fell in the freaking, was right there in the washing machine spinning, dude. It got all wet. That sucks, man. But either way, man, things happen, eh? You know, we're just gonna go ahead and chill out too, man, today. What else can we talk about? We can talk about a lot of things. How about the fight? We didn't even get a chance to talk about the fight. You know, the fight that I'm actually more interested in watching, man. They're saying that Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol the Truth Spence have already signed a contract where they're gonna both fight for the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. We're talking about Tommy Hearns against Sugar Ray Leonard type fight. That's how big it's gonna be. You got the two best welterweights in the world, both undefeated. Even though they're a little bit, you know, they're like in their mid-30s already, and they didn't fight in their in the late 20s, which should have happened then, or even in their very early 30s, you know. Because I think Bud Crawford's like 34, 35 years old, and Spence is probably like 32 or 33, and he carries the IBF, the WBA, and the WBC title. And you have Bud Crawford that carries the WBO title. Welterweight is 147 pounds, for those that don't know. 147 pounds. Now, the fight with Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, it was, he always reminds me of a little freaking rooster, dude, just running around the freaking ring, doing circles and, you know, busting angles and stuff like that. And he's really good at it, dude. He has good footwork, you know. But that punch that he has, dude, that's real. That one punch knockout power he has is real, dude. And coming from a guy that used to do stuff like that, man, I mean, all the power is generated through your legs. If you got good legs, you got strong legs. It doesn't have, you can have the biggest upper body in the world, dude, but that's not going to help you. What helps you is having the strong legs. Having a strong foundation is what really helps you. That's what really makes you and helps you knock people out, because you're able to generate so much power to the end of the tip of your fist. And I know about it because I used to box back then, you know. And I faced a lot of fools too. They hit hard too, man, and it's no joke. You know, these guys can end the fight with one freaking punch, eh? They'll hurt you, they'll knock you down, they'll put you down. But you gotta have that. You have to have the legs, man. The legs is very important. A lot of fools have them run miles and miles and miles, but they'll never squat. They'll never do leg presses. They'll never do anything with their legs. All they do is a bunch of running, 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 running. Actually, it's not good for you, man. Having all that stuff happen. I mean, doing all that stuff, eh? I remember my coach when I used to train with this guy. We did a lot of sprints. We did a lot of sprints because I mean, when you're fighting in a boxing match, you're not running, you're not training for a marathon. You're not doing a marathon. So all these fools talking about running 5, 6, 8 miles a day. You're not training for a freaking marathon, dude. You're training to fight every 3 minutes as hard as you can for 3 minutes and resting 1 minute. And that's what you got to do. You got to train your body to do such a thing so you can recover as best you can. And I remember we used to do these 4-minute drills with 30-second rest, you know, and then you get used to it. And then so when you have an entire minute to recover, you're like, you feel fresh afterwards, you know? And it's not 4 minutes, it's 3 minutes. So you get that psychological thing in your mind where you're like, you know, yeah, man, you know, I still got a lot left, you know, even especially in the last 10 seconds of a round, you could steal the round. A lot of fools steal the round. Sugar Ray Leonard, Oscar de la Hoya was really good at that. They will steal the rounds. They'll hear the tapping when 10 seconds are left. They're like, and then them fools will come in and start. They throw a flurry or whatever they do, and they go ahead and do it. Yeah, I used to follow boxing all the time when I was a youngster and everything. I watched a lot of boxing, man, especially when they had it in Channel 62 and Channel 52, Telemundo and all them fools. I never missed the fights. I always just, yeah. Now you have internet, so now you can watch all as much as you can, as much as you want. But yeah. Well, we're just here, man. It feels kind of awkward, right? Just be talking by myself, man. But we're trying to be consistent, guys, man. You know, it might not be much, guys, but everybody that shows up and everybody that comes over here and supports the channel, support my channel, support Johnny Hash Brown's channel, Carlos's channel, which is Slap City TV. Thank you very much, guys, in advance. You know, God bless you guys, man. And everybody else is out there. Shout out to all the people that has been following us, like Teresa or T. For Evan, it's over there in, you know, Slap City News. That's his channel. You know, and countless other people too that've been, you know, like Honey Holic and some of the community of his community kind of been getting to know me too as well. So yeah, it's been good, man. You know, right now we're just getting started. Like I said, man, we're just getting started. This is a very beginning of something big. I only started earlier this year, barely start my channel. I started off with 7 subscribers. Now I got about 20, something close to 30 almost. So it's not too bad. But we're not doing it for money. We don't do it for money. You know, it's not a monetary thing. We do it because we enjoy it. You know, I do it because I enjoy it. You know, I got a treat for you guys, man. I think maybe tomorrow or maybe Saturday or Sunday. I got a gentleman, by the way. His name is David. All right. But he's an OG out here. He is better known as White Boy. So White Boy, that's how everybody knows him as. He's a local guy from here. He's been living over here practically all his life. He's from Grape Street. So they're Crips. And so he's one of the old G's, man, and he has it going on, dude. This guy sold me from cars to fishing lines, you know, fishing poles. He sells all kinds of stuff, dude. But he hustles, man, and you know, somebody that I consider a friend. You know, he's a no nonsense guy. he doesn't play around stuff like that. He's not a very like a he's not a bubbly guy whatsoever. He's a very serious individual. You know, I've spoken to him a couple of days ago, and before that a week ago, and we spoke about me interviewing him, and he agreed. So I'm not gonna give you my entire biography, man, because then you're gonna make a book out of it. And you're gonna make some money off of me. That's what we think about money, man. I don't blame him. You know, that's how he thinks. You know, that's how he thinks. He thinks about money. Thinks about making a buck somehow. He said he's not gonna go through his whole entire biography. Like, oh no, you don't have to. It's just we're just gonna talk about, you know, a little bit of your upbringing. You know what you did. You know, how was your life when you're, you know, when you were in the thick of things. You know, when you're out there hanging around, and what kind of stuff that you see. You know, because the guy spent about 16 years in prison too. So I'm sure he has a lot to say about that. But White Boy, man, shout out to White Boy, man, to Dave. You know, I consider him a friend. You know, even though we haven't chilled out as much as we should, but I could see that he has a level of trust with me that not too many other people can gain, and I have a level of respect for him too. You know, and his lady's Latina too. He's Hispanic, and he has children that are, you know, obviously black and Hispanic, and he was showing me some stuff that he has over there in Bakersfield. His son has a big old, like, I think it's like 3 acres or 5 acres or something like that over there. He's only 27 years old. Small house right there, and some other stuff over there in that place, man. And he has it going on, man. You know, and he goes over there. He says he gets lost over there, you know, for weeks at a time, and it just gets out of the city, man. It must be nice to get out of the freaking city, eh? Get out of this whole crap over here. He has somewhere to go. He goes over there to his son's house, you know. Last time I saw him, he was taking care of his grandson. He's a little boy, man, little toddler. He's a little cute kid. But and he was telling me that I think he thought I was gonna interview him, like, you know, like face to face. I told him, no, you don't have to. You could do it right there in the comfort of your house. Because he said, I'm gonna do the interview, dude, but I'm gonna do it with, you know, my wife's gonna be sitting next to me. I was like, oh no, you don't have to, dude. It's not necessary, you know. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll get into the StreamYard thing. I'll send you the link. You go ahead and get in. You get into the link. Go ahead and click on it, and then you'll show up over here, and you're gonna get to do it over here in the things that you want to do. Hey, what's up, Joe Rogan? He compared me to Joe Rogan. Hell no. So Chicano Joe Rogan, or pinche Jose Rogan. What's up, Carlos, man? Hey, man, if you want to come in, dude, I got the what you call it, the links right there, dude. But yeah, I'm explaining to people that I got an interview with a White Boy, and he's willing to do it. I told him that I was gonna probably contact him maybe on Thursday or today, but it looks like he did tell me he was gonna be busy, so I think it's gonna probably be on a Sunday night. You know, maybe with Johnny's gonna be around, or maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna try to get him. We're gonna try to get him to see if he's willing, you know, to. But he said, yeah, no. I was telling him, dude, you don't have to do. You could do it in the comfort of your own home. I don't have to be there. You know, I'm gonna be over here in my house. You're gonna be over there in your house, and you don't have to worry about, you know, me sticking a microphone in your face or you feeling a little bit awkward. You're gonna be able to tell me your story. I mean, he has a lot of stories, man. He has a lot of crazy stuff, man. Like a lot of stuff from the hood right here, dude. People are always interested in what has happened over here around Watts and South Central. Everybody's interested in the stories about South Central and the Watts area over here, especially the Watts projects over here too, where this guy was claiming from Grape Street. You see him; he has a shirt off sometimes, and the fool has like grapes right here, like grapevine over here in his chest or in his arm, or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, he's a good guy, man. I like him. You know, he's a straight up OG, man. I respect people like that, man. I really do. mis respetos for him. And yeah, man, you know, so I'm gonna get him in here. I'm gonna get him in here. Damn. The heck was that? I got something in my mouth. Anyways, damn, I drank this beer. That's something in a freaking mouth. That's what I get from drinking the dang beer. I think a cockroach fell in it or something. But yeah, man. But yeah, that's the thing though. The plan. That's gonna be the plan. The plan is gonna try to get him in here. And he has a lot of interesting things to. I have no idea, mijo. He has a lot of interesting things to say, man. He's gonna tell us a lot of things, dude. A lot of people are gonna. It's gonna. I think it's gonna do good numbers. You know, I'm sure he's gonna tell some of his people to check it out. So the more people we get, the more ears will be there to listen. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, it's about loving what you like to do, man. And I like this, man. I like what I do right here. Even though it's just like a couple of you guys right here right now at the moment, I can only see 2 people. It don't matter, man. That's already 1 or 2 guys, man. So that's already a victory, you know. Because at the end of the day, anybody is going to be able to get to watch this, you know, sooner or later. It's always going to be here, and it's not going to go anywhere, you know. It ain't going nowhere, so it's gonna be it's always gonna be here in YouTube land. So anybody wants to check us out, I was gonna use my Galaxy, man, but like I said, man, thing got it went in a freaking washing machine, dude, and it sucks. Got all wet, and I'm afraid of charging it or turning it on, dude, because the thing's gonna probably short circuit. So I have to leave it out in the sun or something, dude, so it can just evaporate or whatever. But yeah, right now the lines are open. Anybody wants to come in, you know, you guys are welcome. Yeah, there's Carlos right there, at least, you know. But yeah, I didn't expect my daughter to be here today, man. But it looks like she's gonna be here today. I'm gonna try to see if I can go to the freaking mountains tomorrow, dude. I want to go to the freaking mountains and before all the freaking snow melts. Because I know there's like a bunch of snow over there still, and you go to like the behind of the mountain where the sun doesn't hit, and they got a whole lot of snow over there still. I wish it snows a lot. I mean, snows again. If it does again, you know. The problem is that my tires were freaking blown out, dude. You know I had to change the tires, dude, on that thing. I changed 3 different tires, dude. The one in the front was going down. And then the 2 in the back, one in the back was already like, you know, like fat and like it was like ready to pop, dude. Like it had like a big old bulge in it. So the guy was like, "Yeah, man, you know, I can give you this one, but it's gonna be this much." And I said, "Well, how much you give me for both of them?" "Oh, well, I'll give it to you, you know." So it was $100 for both tires in the back. So I put both tires in the back with some pretty good tires, and then another one in the front, which was the other day. I had just bought that dang tire, and the thing ended up getting flat all the time. And I saw the tire, how beat up it was. Like, dude, what the heck? This gave me a beat up tire, man. I was gonna go back and complain, but I just don't go back. That's it. You know, your business is over with that guy. Gives you some cheap stuff. So I had to pay twice. So this time that I bought this other tire, you know, I made sure that this is gonna be a better tire, which it was. I paid $40 for it, and I gave the guy a $5 tip, and but yeah, so I got tires all around now, and then I got part of it for a spare, so because I don't have a spare, so now I have a spare, a wheel, a tire, you know, in case I do pop, I could take the wheel out and take it to a tire shop and get it fixed, you know, put that one on. But yeah. Oh yeah, Honey Holic, how you doing? Look what I'm drinking. Modelo. You're a model? You're a good looking woman too, man. You look like a model. I bet you're drinking something, right? Even though if you're not, then cheers. Cheers to my friend over here. Right on. I'll give you the heart right back. You're not a model. Oh well. It's I'm just kidding, man. Most women today, you tell them from 1 to 10, what are you? Oh no, I'm a 10. I'm a 10 right across the board. And they're like, really? And these women are like, they're 4s and they say they're 9s. And out here we call them 49ers because they're actually a 4, but they say they're 9s. They call them 49ers. And I'm like, well, if you're a 10, then how come you're not a freaking model? If you're a 10, right? That's one thing some fools have said, like, in the red pill community. Because I've immersed myself into a lot of that stuff, the red pill thing, I don't even consider it sort of a red pill, Maybe maybe in this Western world, yeah, because of all the stuff you've been programmed to think. But I think it's more like it's using common sense, man. It's just using common sense, Women we're different biologically, obviously, but these people always talking about how a lot of people were equal, right? And then when we do come up with the equality thing, they're like they said, well, I thought we were equal, And then they're like, yeah, then later on they find out that we actually do need men, That's another thing, man. I'm not gonna get into it no more. Yeah. I'm far from pretty, but I am healthy. That's what we have. That's what's important, man. Be healthy. I'm not the best looking guy in the world either, but well, maybe some of them, my Latinas, maybe they do like me because of my mestizo color, my mestizo for being a brown. It's just naturally brown already. I'm brown. And so yeah, but some people find me unattractive, and some other people do find me attractive. But most of the time, it's been like older women that are always trying to harass me, man. When I'm out there, like older women are always trying to harass me, man, for sure. It's crazy, man. It's bonkers, man. And some of these women think they're they're out there, and a lot of these women are out there, man. And anywhere I go to the laundromat or I go to the market, or they will like try to flirt with me, and I know where it's going, but some of these women are actually married. But I got morals and values, If I would have been another guy, I would have been Chad or whatever, or an Enrique. I would have been an Enrique. I would have, it's just like any other guy. So just be smashing or pumping and dumping. But I got a lot of respect for my mother, and I got a lot of respect for my sisters. You really think I'm cute, Honey Holic? Well, I appreciate that very much. I know the mother of my, the mother of my 2 boys and the mother of my daughter. I guess they did find me a good-looking guy and stuff like that. But I try to take care of myself. Overall, I try to take care of myself. I know that I watch what I eat. I don't eat just whatever. fell off the wagon of exercising as of late, but I'm gonna get back into it. Especially now that summer's around the corner, I go swimming a lot, and I was in pretty good shape, man. This last summer, I was in real good shape. I wasn't afraid to take my shirt off. And you got to go in the swimming pool. You can't go in with a shirt on. You got to have those trunks that you need, the waxy trunks to go into the swimming pools here, right here in LA. And then you have a lot of people, that go in there swimming pool, especially in the summertime. And so I take my boys. This was their first summer this time around to ever take them to us to a swimming pool. So we went to all around LA to different places to the swimming pool, and it was kind of cool, man. And I was right there with my dad bod, but I was actually working out, so I wasn't too bad. I was maybe like 180 pounds. Right now I'm probably like somewhere around there, 185, or I'm not 190, that's for sure. But I was at one time, man. At one time I was 245 pounds, 250, almost 250. When I used to work for the junkyard. But I was muscle, man. I wasn't just with a beer belly. I had freaking muscle, man. I was like, my neck was thick, man, and my freaking arms my legs were super thick. My legs, like tree trunks, eh? Because God blessed me with big legs, with pretty big legs. But I guess because my mother, she's only 4'11", and she has ginormous legs. And my dad was a soccer player, and he boxed too. So he had some tremendous legs too. Had some real good legs, He was 40-some years old, and he's a salty 20-something-year-old guy playing soccer. Nobody can keep up with him. And every time he go out there and play, every time these guys go out there and play, these guys were out there looking for him. Say, hey, viejito. They call him viejito, like, old man. Hey, old man, you want to play with us, man? Come on, because you're the baddest one of all of us, man. Come on. You have all these youngsters calling him out, and my dad will go over there all drunk and go play with them fools. Rest in peace, my dad, man. Yeah, he was already in dialysis, and he passed out over there, and while having dialysis, and the people got to him late, they found out that he was not breathing, and I'm still giving him a lawsuit, man. I'm still yet to get a freaking lawyer because it was negligence. You don't leave a person that's getting that stuff and you see their heart stops. You don't leave that fool for 20 minutes right there. They left him for 20 minutes without breathing and stuff like that. So when they tried to resuscitate him, they did, but his brain activity was gone already. He was brain dead already. So he was on ventilators, and they had to shut the machine off. Of all days, 4th of July, that's when he died last year. But I'm not worried about my weight, etc. I like being single. Yeah, honey. I mean, it's because when we're single like this, we don't have a whole lot of things to worry about. So 5'8", huh? Yeah, you got a tall drink of water. You call it out here. You got a tall drink of water. Don't worry about it, man. This life here is designed for us to come and go. Eventually I'm gonna die too. Eventually we're all gonna go. I got my kids. They're gonna see me. They're gonna bury me one day. Although I would like to get cremated instead. They're gonna see me in a casket maybe, and I wouldn't want an open casket either. Just want to throw me in a freaking pit of fire or whatever. Throw me in the ashes in the ocean or whatever. Right here off of the coast we live. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Right now I'm 41 years old. I'll be 42 in November the 7th, which is my birthday. Yeah, 11/7 or 7/11, whatever you want to call it. So I'll be 42. I'm actually older than Johnny Hash Brown and Carlos for just a couple years. Carlos, I think is like 36 or 37 years old. Yeah. So yeah, my fighting weight, actually, when I used to be walking around, when I used to train a lot, I was weighing around 155 to 165. That was like the walking around weight when I was training when I was like 15 or 16 years old. And I was training for and you know I always looked more mature than my age. That's a funny thing about it. It's like you see pictures of me right now and you see pictures of me today. There's not a lot of difference between my 20s and right now. I still kind of look the same, except that you see this mustache right here. I'm barely able to grow this. In my 20s, I have none, like zero. You just have like 2, 3 little hairs right here, and right here, just on the sides, right here, como cantiflas, right here and right here, nothing right here. And not until I got into my early to mid 30s when I started having these things coming out. Is that right? You're 43 and you're going on 67. How was that? No, it looked just fine the last time we were speaking together, honey. You didn't look like that. You said what? July 11th. That's my dad's birthday. Free Slurpee Day. You say I aged my picture by 30 years. LOL. No, okay. I thought so. Am I that cute? Oh, man. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You know, there's a lot of narcissistic people out there that think about them themselves, you know. God knows I've met my share. Let me tell you the story about Anita. Well, maybe I shouldn't even be saying her name. Let me tell you the story of her. That woman, that girl, I was after her when I was in my teens. She's my brother-in-law's sister, of all people. She was going around with some other guys, and she was with this guy and that guy. She would never pay attention to me, you know. Even though she liked me, she was always like trying to be with me, right? But then, like when it came, you know, push to shoves, it never happened. Up until finally, we were like in our early 20s when she saw me with another girl, and I took her to my sister's house, and we were partying. I was dancing with the girl and everything, and she tried to get my attention, and that's when she finally wanted to be with me. And so we were together. Now, I had some money, and she claims to be a virgin, and I don't know what. She was about 22, 23, and I was about 23, 24. And she wanted to marry in a Catholic church, you know, with the white gown and all that stuff, all the classic stuff, right? However, I'm not a Catholic, and I was not into trying to marry. I wanted to do it in a neutral area. But she insisted that we did it like that because that was her dream, and I did not want to comply at the moment. So at the moment, I didn't want to comply. So I told her for us to take a break. We took a break. Long story short, 6, 8 weeks later, she moved in with some other fool. Calls me to go pick her up from the guy's house. I said, hell no, you stay with him. Gave her 2 kids. 15 years later, came looking for me. As a bad, thinking that, you know, she's good now. I saw right through her, man, and I exposed her with everything. The level of narcissism that she had is just super incredible, man. Not only that she was talking to my cousin and try to hide the fact of it, because she was like, my cousin was like, she told me, hey, do you know Steve? Like, yeah, Steve is that's my cousin. I said, yeah, well, I used to go out with him. I said, oh, well, if you used to go out with him, then I can't be with you, because they were talking, they were courting each other. And he said, oh, no, don't worry about it. Let me talk to him, you know, let me convince him and stuff like that. So she goes ahead and calls me. She finds out my number. She goes ahead and calls me about 15 years later after, you know, now she has 2 kids in tow, and from the same individual, the guy she left me for. And I was like, man, you want 2006 prices when you want 2022, 2023 prices when you're a 2006 car. How is that? And not to mention, man, you wanted to be with you want to be with me, and then you want me to take care of the kids that you left me for, the guy that you left me for. A lot of women today, they choose to wreck their own families. The guy was not going anywhere. He even gave her a freaking ring to try to marry her, but she was the one that decided to wreck her own family, to wreck it. Because they say there's a statistic out there that 50% of the time women leave the marriages, but the ones that initiate the divorces, just about 90% of the women do it. And this is what happened. The guy gave her like a $5,000 ring, so he could, like, a last ditch effort to try to be with her, but she refused. She got with some other fool. Fool pumped and dumped her. Next thing you know, she wants to go with me. And it's like, well, if that fool paid $500 for that Gucci bag, why do I need to pay $2,000 for it? He just had me going bouncing around with her. I said, no. Hey, man, I told her off, man. And she's never been used to nobody telling her the truth, man. I chewed her out and spit her out. I said, you're not going to do this to me, man. And then later on, I found out that she was talking this whole time to my cousin. My cousin was the one that refused to talk to her. So she called me, and then she tried to be all innocent about it. So, oh yeah, I was talking to your cousin and this and that, but it's not a big deal. I didn't want nothing with him. And she's trying to cover herself up, trying to cover her tracks, which was a bunch of baloney. Come to find out that's that's not what really happened. What really happened was that she was my cousin was out there, and she, hold on for a second. Sorry guys, hold on for 1 second. I'm trying to get my charger to start up. This thing not working. What the heck happened? Anyways, hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. What the heck's going on? There we go. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I needed to charge my dang phone. It's about to die. So yeah, man, I saw right through her. But the thing is that she never counted the fact that this guy came over here to live with us. So he told me the whole thing. I showed her a picture of her. Say, hey, do you know this girl? He's like, yeah, that's Anna. I said, whoa, you know her? They're like, yeah, me and her were talking, man, and well, she stopped talking to my cousin to talk to me. And then when I came in and confronted her about that whole thing, she's over there telling me she denies the whole thing. And that woman's a freaking liar, dude, like a straight A1 class cast iron freaking liar, dude. Like straight up. I don't like people like that, dude. You're gonna be dishonest to me. You're gonna be telling me you don't have no place in my world. I don't like people like that, man. As most people know who I am, and the people that do know who I am, I'm a transparent individual. I don't have nothing to hide. For what? Obviously, I'm not gonna tell you my passwords, my things, but not like that. But you know what I'm saying. I'm a transparent individual. I don't have nothing to hide. I'm that kind of person. If you're gonna be my friend, you're gonna be my friend. I won't consider you my friend. I'm gonna share things with you. I don't expect nothing back, but that's up to you. But the moment you start seeing me, how I'm that kind of individual, and you guys are gonna understand what kind of person I am. And that's kind of who I am, man. I've always been like that my whole life. Yeah, I've been conservative, and I am a conservative individual too as well. But I don't play around, man. I don't like to play those. A lot of people use promiscuity, as a jokes and stuff like that, or they use sexual things nowadays for as jokes, or they put like puns intended or no pun intended type things, you know. But that's unfortunate, you know, because I've never been like that, and I met a lot of fools like that. They're always, you know, messing around doing stuff like that, but not me. I'm just as real as they come, you know. If I like you, you like me, we're friends, then we're friends, you know. And yeah, about being materialistic, you know, that woman right there, man, she just like the best of the best. She likes the good stuff. She liked the lifestyle. She liked the. You see her today, man. She dresses with the most expensive stuff she could possibly wear. She wants to look good all the time. She's very narcissistic. But I blew the lid off of her, man, because I saw right through her. I saw, you're not gonna fool me. It's not gonna happen. You did to me. And then she kept calling me, and then her mother died, and then she kept trying to look for me, and she like leaving me voicemails that how come I don't pick up anymore? How come I don't answer her? I blew off. I was like, no, I'm not gonna. You've been doing this for years, man, and then you want to come into my life and try to waste my time again? I told her, look, my time is so very valuable, man. I got children. I got kids, man. Now I'm gonna take food off the table from my kids to give it to your dang kids for the same guy that you cheated on me with, that you took off for with. Oh, but I regret it, and I should have been you. Which yeah, well, oh, I didn't really want to have kids, and I was like, yeah, well, there's like 100,000 forms of freaking birth control, 100,000 ways to birth control to not have kids, but you didn't have one, you had two. What do you guys want to talk about that? A lot of the problems is that a lot of women that are like that, responsibility and accountability is the kryptonite. They hate it. They don't like it. They'll walk away from you because they're kryptonite. They don't like to be talked like that, man. Especially when you tell them the truth. Hi, why are you gonna be like that with me? How are you gonna? I'm telling you the truth, man. I'll tell you that I tell it like I see it. You know, I speak my mind, and there's no debating facts. If the facts are there, I'm gonna speak facts. I'm not gonna make something up. For what? That's why a lot of the times I will let her talk, and I'll let her hang herself, and I'll use those words against her own self. Because there's no way, there's no need for me. There's no need for me to freaking go ahead and add on things and try to manipulate her and stuff like that. The manipulator was her. She was the one trying to manipulate me. And to this day, she's out there still trying to find me. She tried to call me, and if she really loved me, like the way she said she really liked me and stuff like that, man, she would have came looking for me or something at least. But nah, she wanted me to do everything. She wanted me to do the courting. She wanted me to do looking for her, and I did a lot of stuff too, man. That I went out of my way to go see her in different parties, and all she did was treat me like another freaking normal guy, just like I'm here for you, and you're treating me like this when you told me to come over here for you. She was playing hard to get, and then she wanted me to get on my knees and treat her like a freaking princess, like like you're a 2002 car, one freaking 2015 car. A 2020 something, 2022 car. You want those kind of prices? It's not gonna happen. And then with 2 kids on tow, 2 salvage tickets, it's like playing somebody's save game. I'm not gonna play some other man's save game. It's not gonna happen. Nobody ever gave me more trouble than that woman. And they told me that she's the only woman in this earth, and it's just me and her. Man, I'll run the opposite way as fast as I possibly can. I'll marry a freaking baboon instead. That's what I'll do. That or a freaking rhinoceros or a land whale. I don't care, man. But her, nah. That woman was a life destroyer, man. Destroy the other guy's life. And then you see her kids, man. She's all skinny and all thin and stuff like that. Good body. And she looks like a doll, too. She's really, she's a good-looking woman like that. But her kids, man, they're all obese. They don't look happy. It's just, I don't know. She's just very narcissistic individual, man. And a lot of people were like, nah, why are you gonna talk to her about her like that, man? She's a good woman and stuff. And then when they found out that when her mother died, the sister that was taking care of her, taking care of the mother the whole time before she died, was a sister of hers. And then they got another younger sister that she's like all not all there. She's like she has like Down syndrome or something like that. The older sister, she was taking care of both of them up until the end to the mothers. So they had a house over there, right? So this is what they decided to do. They decided to get that freaking house. Mind you, this girl was involved. Kick her sister out and kick out the other one, throw them out on the street and sell the property so they can go ahead and open a business over there in Tijuana so they can make some money. And that's what they were planning to do. And not only that, they gave the whole paperwork to the father. And the father had already remarried with some other woman. And he hated the guts of the husband, the father of all the kids that they had. You know, my brother-in-law's father, or her father too. They put everything under his freaking name, eh? It's crazy, man. And you know what happened? Everybody found out what kind of woman she is, how cold-blooded she really is. You know, so I said, whatever comes around, comes around. You try to mess with a son of God, or you try to mess with somebody that's got good intentions with you, stuff like that. People talk about karma. Karma is as real as gets. It's not even about karma, you know. God knows what everything is, and he exposes because he's just, you know. Justice always prevails. And in this case, excuse me, it always prevails, you know. So justice prevailed in this moment. And so everybody found out. So now she's secluded. Nobody even wants nothing to do with her. My sisters and everybody were always talking about, even my mother was talking about how good of a woman she is. Now I found out that she did all this shenanigans and stuff like that, kicked her own sister out of her own house, that she lived there for many, many years, taking care of the mother and the other sister, and then threw her out on the street, go live under a freaking bridge over there in Mexico. In Mexico, okay, not here, in Mexico, where they're from. They're from Guanajuato. Despicable move. I would have never done such a thing, you know. Like, you taking care of grandma, man. You took my mother, man. You took care of them when we couldn't. You know what? I'm just keep the whole place, man. It's all yours, you know. We'll figure something out or whatever, you know. But you guys really want to make business, you guys do something, you know. You guys can do something. Maybe open a store out of it or so, whatever, you know. But come on, man. Come on. I'm nobody to say that kind of stuff, but I was not, at the end of the day, I was not the one that condemned them. You know, she condemned herself, and everybody else condemned her for all the shenanigans that she did. You know, she had a stake on that house. You know, but she was thinking about business wise. You know, it's unfortunate, man. But either way, man, I mean, it's just a bunch of baloney. I'm glad I don't have any trouble with alimonies and stuff like that, you know. The mother and my two boys, even when I gone through the divorce thing, you know, which I have to, the missing puzzle was my youngest son. So I got to go back to the court and show him that I have my kid now, so that she relinquished all the rights to my boys, because she did. That's why I have both of them. The mother and my daughter, well, I have a 50-50 custody with her. You know, we're together. I see her every weekend and such forth. So that's not a big issue, you know. Even though it's more like 70-60, it's more like 70-30, you know, because she takes care of her most of the time. She takes her. And then right now, people don't know, my daughter, she's a swimmer. She's like a junior lifeguard and stuff like that. There's a park right here. They call it 109. But she's over there in the city of Wilmington, which is over there by the loading docks, over there in the ocean and the water. And there's a school called Banning, so they call my daughter 109, and she's like the best. She's like the second best one, right behind an 18-year-old. My daughter's only 14, but there's an 18-year-old that's one of all of them, and my daughter, she's the second fastest. But my daughter's been doing it since she's like 6, 7 years old. She's been going to swimming classes. So she's been doing it most of her life. And she swims pretty good, man. She beat me too, man. We swim together, man, and we gone to the swimming pool, man. She smoked me, and she knows how to do all the little the breaststrokes and then they got like this thing that's called synchro, like synchronization. They're dancing synchronization, and she knows how to do all that stuff, eh? But her mom's been like the one keeping up with all that stuff, you know. So she showed me videos and stuff like that of herself doing that kind of stuff. And yeah, she's my daughter's a really good girl, you know. I talk to her a lot, man. I try to warn her about the life, about life in general, about people, how people are gonna treat you, how people are gonna be around with you, and what to expect, because her mom's not gonna teach you none of this stuff, man.
Here's my clue.
The mother's never gonna teach her none of this stuff. It's never gonna teach her anything that has to do with how to be a housewife, how to be a wife. Today they don't teach anyone in the Western world how to be a wife to their husbands, than the traditional way. It's unfortunate. It's like a lost art. Us Hispanics, we have those traditional values, just like I do. I have traditional values, That's why I wouldn't just be with just anybody, because they would have to match somewhat of my values, And unfortunately, it's very difficult nowadays, It's very difficult. And what can we do, man? What is it we're gonna do? All we can do is just continue to go. Had I been driving a Lamborghini or a freaking Ferrari, man, all these girls would be all over me. But then again, I wouldn't want them because they're all just a bunch of interested women. I want them to like me for me, not just for looks or for nothing like that. Just for my personality, for the kind of person I am. And I got a lot to give, man, and I got a lot to show. I got a lot of love to give too as well. Unfortunately, my exes didn't think so. Why is it always that the man has to change and the woman doesn't, right? That's another thing too, man, that women always blame men for everything, absolutely everything. Well, they got to change. Well, they got to do this and they got to do that. And he must change and he must stop doing this. But the woman doesn't have to do absolutely nothing. They just come as they, Women have access to sex and men have access to the relationship because we determine how long the relationship goes. Women say they're the prize, but the actual prize is the man that has the status and the man that actually wants the relationship and is willing to commit. Because most men are not willing to commit, especially when you're a single mother and stuff like that. They don't want to commit to a single mother, especially when they have them pretty young. They want to go ahead and do, they just want to go ahead and use her for recreational purposes, Unfortunately. But if you get like a low value guy will stick around with you, no matter how many kids you have. I mean, I don't want to say nothing about my pops, but my pops just, accepted my mother with 7 kids already. 5 daughters and 2 boys. And then had my brother, Big J, rest in peace, me and my younger brother, the youngest. So I had 3 boys. And he accepted her that way. And he loved my mother to death. He never left. Except one time. They broke up. He went to my uncle's house. But that was because my older brother told him off and said, "Don't talk to my mother like that." So he got mad and he took off. But that's good, Honey Holic. I mean, you're still there. It's good that when we can't be materialistic, man. We be materialistic individuals. That's as much as we're worth, We're nothing more than that. And we think about that kind of stuff, eh?
Go. Look at it. Don't have my name.
I've always had the opportunity to buy me freaking cars from the dealers. Excuse me. I've always had opportunity to buy from the dealers. And see that, but I never did, man. I've never been into these freaking $500 shoes or these $2,000 suits. And if it looks good, man, if it looks good on me, I'm gonna wear it, you know, or whatever. I'm not gonna pay a lot of freaking money like crazy, man. Like even these shoes I bought right here, I think they were like $5 or something like that. This hat right here was like $1 with the Pemex in it. Pemex is the premier oil company over there in Mexico. Everything is Pemex over there. It's kind of like having a bunch of shells or a bunch of chevrons or a bunch of arcos. It's kind of the same thing. You know, look at my room. I got the Mexican American flag over here for Chicano. The American over here. The other American over there. And right behind my wall too, which is my backdrop. Got the Mexican flag as well.
Sleepyhead.
And I got my other flag around there that's don't tread on me. And yeah. But yeah, man, we're yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Think we're gonna cut it short like this. I've been just ranting and raving out here, man. We've just been talking. You two people that are out there, man, that are listening to me and listen to me, guys. I really appreciate you guys showing up, man. Honeyholic, man, I really appreciate you too, man, as well. In case you want to ever get anybody who wants to get in touch with me, go to my channel and you guys can go ahead and send me an email, and then we can go from there and give you the proper information in case you want to go ahead and call me or text me, whatever. We can go from there. But for the time being, it was nice being here. I love you guys, man. I miss Johnny today, and there's plenty of time for that, you know. I understand, you know. It's not a big deal, you know. I just gotta get back over here, and I gotta put all the cobijas away, the sheets and all the stuff that I washed. I gotta put everything away. So and then I'm just gonna eat something. I gotta take me a nice shower too before I get into my clean shows. So yeah, my boys too gotta take a shower. I think I gotta cut their hair too.
No.
Who's our hairy?
Stop saying that.
Look, man, people really don't know, but
no hair.
I actually
no hair.
I don't even know. You guys could even see.
No.
Well, anyways, man, I cut my own dang hair, man. Nobody cuts my hair. I remember I used to pay freaking $15-20, man. $15 plus a tip to cut my freaking hair, dude. Every 2 weeks. And not to mention my boys, too. Every 2 weeks, too. I'd have to pay all that stuff.
No.
Or every 2 weeks, I would have to pay.
No haircut. No haircut.
Yeah, because I have it kind of long and I didn't put any grease on my hair, so kind of that's why the way it is right now. But yeah, man, it's just I don't pay nobody no more, man. I got a machine right there, and I do my own fades, and I do their own fades too, man. I cut their hair. I don't have to pay anybody anymore. I save a whole gang of money for sure, man. But yeah. All right, guys, man. God bless you guys. Everybody that enjoyed. Thank you so much. Thank you, Honey Hawk, for showing up. Thank you, Slab City TV, Carlos, for showing up, brother. Ya estamos. If Johnny is out there too, thank you, brother. Ahí vamos a estar. Like I said, I'm going to try to see if I can get Dave tomorrow, which is better known as a White Boy.
I'm in here and
Let's see if we can get White Boy tomorrow online tomorrow. I gotta call him first and see what he's doing. If not, we'll do it on Sunday. You know, I told him I was gonna probably be available today or tomorrow. I mean, yesterday or today. So I spoke to him on Wednesday, and so yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see, man. He has a lot of interesting things to say, and he's gonna bring a lot of views, I'm sure, because all the interesting things that he has to say and all the things that he's all about and all that stuff. And I'm sure he's gonna tell other people to come in and join our to join the talk, or they're just gonna view it, you know, after the fact or whatever. It don't matter. Like I said, we don't do this for money. We don't do that for nothing like that. I simply like to do this kind of stuff. Like to give somebody a platform where people can just come in here and speak their mind. You know, this is kind of what this whole thing's all about. I mean, we're still growing, but at the end of the day, when everything gets set up and we're pretty, we have a nice, good community going on, then that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're gonna be able to have a lot of people coming in and telling their story, and
can you tell me your name?
we can go tell their story, and we can talk. You know, they can tell us their testimony and what they've been through, and how God's been good to them and stuff like that. You know,
My name is
where they are today. You know, a lot of people got a lot of things to say, or things they never even talked about to anyone. You know, and they could share it up. They could share it with everyone. And I'm sure White Boy has a lot of it because he's never been interviewed before. This is going to be his very first interview ever, and this is going to be kind of cool for him. So, it's going to be kind of cool. So, all right, guys, man. God bless you guys. Take care, man. To everyone and anyone, my kings and queens. God bless you guys, and Godspeed. Puro Chicano U-turn. We'll see you guys later on, guys. All right. Got you guys right here.
Got your fart here. Fart head.
Boom. Paisa. Peace.